WSHU believes in solutions journalism and believes it's an important part of everything we do. And way back when we became a solutions journalism newsroom, everybody, both the news team and the development team, was part of the initial training. So we got a sense of what it was, and we got to see what the reporters were being challenged with. So right from the beginning, I was part of the dialogue, part of the conversation. And I think the second piece was WSHU is a teaching newsroom, and that isn't just for reporters and students that work here. Our news director, our assistant news director work with me to make sure I understand our stories and how they are done in a solutions way.
On the revenue side, throughout this program, I think you've been a bit of an inspiration to most people in our cohort. Particularly, we have a lot of folks from the news side who are trying to really understand how to get money around their solutions work. What is kind of one tip or trick or takeaway that you might give them, or a handful, on really how to dive into getting revenue?
I think the most important thing to do to really monetize an idea is fully understand your idea and how it's going to benefit the group, the community, the person, the foundation that you are trying to pitch the idea to. So if you're going after a foundation, understand what they are funding and how does your idea marry with that. And if it doesn't, don't waste your time. With corporate's a bit tougher because corporations are looking for an immediate benefit to an investment. So you just have to think through, okay, what is the corporation going to get out of this? Or what is the brand going to get out of this? How can I elevate their exposure within a community that they're interested in? And then when you're looking at individuals, is how is it going to align with something they care deeply about and will philanthropically support it? Or how is it going to help the community in which they live and improve the quality of life in a way that they are willing to make a philanthropic gift to support it? I think solutions journalism, when you look at the issue, the response, and then how this response impacts the different constituents in the community, and do so in a neutral way. We're not passing judgment. We're not saying we care more about this group than this group, but we're trying to share the nuance of the problem and the response. That's how we build community. That's what public radio is supposed to do. We are a community resource. That is what it's all about. And that my ability to share that and articulate that and demonstrate that through our stories. Again, it's not about me just saying it. It's about looking at our work and demonstrating has been the value of this whole program for me.
I love that you've just given us a snapshot of solutions journalism as someone on the business side. So obviously, like, part of your success is really understanding the work that the editorial team is doing and has done. But how do you take that and leverage that and to get revenue for your station?
Okay, and it's usually not a direct leverage this conversation and ask for money based on this conversation. The woman who gave us the $20,000 in the spring just gave us another $20,000. And it had nothing to, I didn't ask her. I just tell her stories. I just keep her up to date on the line of reporting that she wants.
You live and breathe in this sticky middle funnel.
Yes, I do.
Right. And in a sticky middle funnel that isn't always linear or doesn't have these like great steps to move people through. So on that, for people that are new to this, how do you, one, keep going when you don't always see like a direct correlation to your actions? And how do you know if you're kind of winning the game or not?
What keeps me going is the fact that I know that there's a certain percentage that will say yes. Okay. And I get excited about the yes. Like, because to me, it's magic, right? It's magic. I believe that I can figure out what it is that can get a person excited about WSHU. And when it happens, I get very excited. That's what keeps me going. But you have to be willing. Any person who asks for money, raises money, does sales, has to get a lot of no's. Or not nows, depending on how you, I mean, there are no's sometimes. Going through the sticky middle too, I literally took a whole bunch of people who were kind of living in the sticky middle of people I should be focusing and say, I'm done. If for some reason they come back in the sticky middle again, great, but done.
I love that, knowing when to give up.
Yeah, you have to know when to give up.
Laura, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us today. It has been such a pleasure to see you, I was going to say grow, but to see you inspire others throughout this program and really teach us that a no isn't always the end. And when a no is worth pursuing and not pursuing. And we're so thankful, and just thank you so much for everything you've given us.
Thank you. It's been such a great cohort to be involved in. We really believe in solutions journalism. The team has been magnificent, and hopefully there's more stuff that WSHU, SJN can do together.
We look forward to that.